welcome to my YouTube channel, Crohn's Chronicles. Through this channel, I'm going to talk about Crohn's disease because I suffer from Crohn's disease. So I'm going to talk about my journey, my day-to-day struggles, and several other things and issues related to this disease. Well, my intention to make these videos is to create more awareness about this less known disease, and to also tell those who suffer with Crohn's that you're not alone, and these videos possibly are going to help you a lot. We're going to discuss a lot about Crohn's, and just don't worry, you're not alone. So we'll talk about a term called autoimmune firstly. You all know we have an immune system in our body. So whenever a foreign organism like a foreign invader, a bacteria or virus enters into our body, the immune system can sense its presence. It releases fighter cells, releases antibodies and fights against these cells and thus protect us. And it has a regulation, it's a regulated system, so it can differentiate between its own cells and a foreign invader. But what happens in an autoimmune disease? Auto, you can understand, is self. So in autoimmune disease, there's loss of this regulation. You can say the immune system has become crazy, and now it cannot understand the difference between a foreign cell and own body cell. It mistakes the body cell for a foreign invader. So it releases proteins, it releases auto-antibodies and starts attacking these healthy cells. Next, coming to the causes of the autoimmune diseases. There's no particular cause or particular reason for these autoimmune diseases to occur. They can be due to diet, they can be due to environmental factors. They run in families, and the heredity they are seen in certain ethnic groups. So there is no certainty to what causes autoimmune diseases. You have surely must have heard about several autoimmune diseases. Few of them, most commonly rheumatoid arthritis, which most of you would have heard of, and lupus, which is again very common, psoriasis, and then inflammatory bowel disease, and there's several other diseases. So this continuous attack of immune system on our body cells causes inflammation. There's certain signs of inflammation like redness, swelling, or rise of temperature at that area, pain. These are certain signs of inflammation. So as I said, autoimmune diseases lead to chronic inflammation. So now you can understand the swelling of joints in rheumatoid arthritis, or the red butterfly rash on your face, or your joint pains and fever, which are associated with all these autoimmune diseases. And how can I forget most important autoimmune disease, which is type 1 diabetes, juvenile diabetes. Poor children suffering with diabetes all their life. Firstly, coming to these autoimmune diseases as a whole, they are not curable, but the symptoms can be relieved, the inflammation can be reduced. So it's not a curable disease, but it's treatable. So I'll start talking about inflammatory bowel disease now. Inflammatory bowel disease is like, it's a coin with two sides. So it's of two types, ulcerative colitis and Crohn's disease. Both these diseases manifest with almost similar symptoms, but then still there are quite a lot of differences between these two diseases. So what happens in a Crohn's disease? In Crohn's disease, any part of your GI tract can be affected, from mouth to anus, especially small and large intestine. Whereas in ulcerative colitis, the rectum and the large intestine are mostly involved. The Crohn's disease affects the entire lining of the intestinal wall, and ulcerative colitis affects the inner lining of the intestinal wall. So that's enough for the differences. We're not going to go much deep into it. So that's it, friends. In my upcoming videos, I'm going to talk about my Crohn's disease, and as I said, I'll try my best to make useful videos for Crohn's patients. So see you in the next video. Bye, and thanks for watching.